appointments like that, doctor's appointment. I mean, in the last few years, and not as funny as you're writing, but and you know, it's just that thing of just dealing with the reality of getting to a certain age, and you know, being you know, going to be 49. It's like brings up so much stuff, and I think you know, what this day and age, what we're living in in terms of how media has changed and how it's affected the creative process and all these things that Noah was getting into in the movie, felt very, you know, it wasn't far to reach to connect with it.
Yeah, I exactly what Ben said. I felt the first read, it made me laugh. It made me think, oh wow, this is so emblematic of what's going on. You know, like we always want to be someone else other than ourselves, and you know, we're fascinated with the youth, and the youth are a little fascinated with us, and these two worlds colliding, and it just made me laugh, but also it moved me. I thought it was really, really powerful.
I love your hip hop tunes.
That was fun.
Yeah, I just Noah sent it to me, and before I even read it, I was like, yeah, I'll do it. You know, wherever it is. Then I read it, and I actually didn't feel connected to him. No, seriously, I didn't like the things that he, his kind of way of creating things. I don't like. I'm not to get on a stumping pedestal, but just don't like. I shy away from you know, being so interconnected with with people, talking to people. But I mean, it was exciting that he kind of used it in something, in creating something, as opposed to, you know, isolating himself. But I mean, Facebook and things being constantly recorded and
yes,
kind of appropriating a lot of things. Like to me, it's you know, I don't like that so much. So I didn't, and then I was worried that I'm going to be commenting on. I'm talking way too much.
no, you're doing fine.
It's the most I've ever heard you talk. Commenting too much on how I don't like or scared of Facebook or a phone. But then, yeah, just the writing kind of did a lot of the form.
I just want to ask you about some choices that you made physically. There's I think, a moment in the movie where you're giving Ben a hug and you just kind of... That's great. I just sort of wanted to ask you about that and compliment you on it at the same time.
Well, a lot of, when we first met, Noah was very much like, you know, because it is, actually that was, he had this image of water. That was the first thing that we kind of talked about. He just moves around the world. Like water, he kind of just floats in and floats out, and then just stealing from a lot of things, you know, just because he is someone who appropriates things, and a lot of movie references that we got to, you know, like Eric Rohmer movies or The Howling, obviously, you know, I get to watch all those things and kind of steal the good stuff. But I guess water was the first thing that we talked about.
We talked about my character being fire, right? No, we never talked about any. We never got any element.
The Earth shows up. We had rings, but they cut down.